Здравствуйте всем. Сразу хочу сказать, что сегодня трансляция будет недолго, и говорить я буду сегодня мало. Также я пока временно, как вы видите, отключил донаты. Пока что без них. Еще немного и начинаем.
Just say the word.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed. I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense people come to no harm.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students?
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you...
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch...
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing?
Stop struggling. Let me follow.
Stop!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking.
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your... But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn...
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very... You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up. No matter... I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, you'll...
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got...
Perhaps. But... And the Force is a hard thing to predict. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must...
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer. A critical moment approaches.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Проверка чата. И еще кое-что мне необходимо посмотреть. Все, продолжаем.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been... I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others. Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hall. It is not your ship. Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself... Do you know what you have done? Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet. Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not... The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds. I have not known you since you left to serve Revan in the Mandalorian Wars. The only question... How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions... The Sith? What do you mean? You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. Tell me, where did you encounter them? Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you. You. If they thought you a Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betray... If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go. We shall see. For now, I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here. You offer your aid. After the Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that. Something you... Perhaps. But if you help me, there are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage... Then I shall send you on your way. It is...
We shall remove her, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never... Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubt, but not now. She will never make me doubt. But now I am tired.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Why have you approached me? You will find them in the main irrigation. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. They were caged for their safety until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris, your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some... He has had some Ichani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask drops. I do not know. The Ichani forms are known to be taught to military special force. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would... Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave. You may ask... The mistress... She is meditating, and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds... We serve the Jedi. We do not... Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar effort. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She thought... Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the way... That is unknown to me. I have no... Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy... You may... This was once a mighty irrigation center for Telos. Ancient irrigation channels still lie beneath the surface of... Shortly before the destruction of Dantooine by the forces of the traitor Jedi, even the Sith prefer live prey to scavenging a corpse. She thought it was a place where the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi could be... The Jedi Council sensed it. Master Vrook, Master Vandar, but it was too late to do much except make arrangements. Many on Dantooine did not survive, Jedi or not. Atris would... In time, she regained her voice and her strength. She brought the art... Even the Sith prefer it. Yes, many relics from Dantooine, some which predate even the she was able to bring them here before the Academy's destruction. Viewing the relics is not allowed without... Of course, Atris speaks of you, but Jedi is not the term she uses. She says you followed Revan to war. The same. Atris speaks what she sees. We serve the Jedi. Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true, but you are no Jedi. Atris has made... I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi. We are here because we have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi. Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched. The Jedi have long since lacked anyone to judge their actions. The Jedi Civil War proved that the Jedi are in need of such guidance. It is our duty. A crude way of describing... Atris is the one we serve. Atris is trusted. She has watched Jedi rise and fall and know she is a worthy one to judge the Jedi. And therein lies her strength. We have known it. Atris is the only Jedi. It is possible, but if so, you may... We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is... As I have said, it is not unusual for the... If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, exile. One cannot take back an action, and often apologizing... Why have you approached... You may... As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents. If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, exile. You may...
You are the exile. She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could... Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because... believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise. Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. Without having seen you and Atris fight, battle is a pure form of expression. It is then her expressed feelings will have to suffice. Perhaps it may prove in battle, the words are swept away, giving you. She said, "You." You may. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company. There's no need to apologize. You were. It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. You may ask. I am aware of this. I do not doubt your combat prowess. There are many who went to war against the Mandalorians. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. Please. I see. Thank you, Exile. You are the... She's... H with battle. Then her express. You may. She. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian. Battle in you. I am. There are many. You may. Before you go. You. Atris. Battle is a perhaps in battle. Before you. I see. You are the. Battle. You may.
Why have you approached? You have returned. You may ask.
Did you find what... I felt as much, quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still. There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you... Yet there are no students, and this woman, this... Plans are fragile things, and perhaps students will come to her in time. For now... Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walled. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well. even if they were forced. Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly. Very well. Let us depart. He's only sleeping.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost. I'm fine, General. Even... What is this place? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before. This room, this place. It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide. I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you. Very well.
Yes.
Проверка чата.
Did she?
Why have you approached?
Do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's...
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approach...
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebon Hawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
Don't be a fool.
Says you. Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What does the machine say? We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must live.
You are exiled.
There is one last thing.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if...
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no...
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he...
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That empty...
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will...
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is...
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as...
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future...
We should have told her the truth.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There is still the matter of Revan and such truth.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed.
But she may never discover the truth. And she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange...
It is no coincidence. There is some larger... and we are walking into it. This is...
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan, and you could build another one if you wanted to. I don't know, General, but what I know this, a lightsaber is part of who you are. I think I can help you out there. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you. And if... Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, I'll work while you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from...
Her? You mean the General? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your...
I'm trying to work here, Atton.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe...
Being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atton, she was a general. I was just
Well, what's your guess then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey, I'm being serious here. You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the...
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I'm... What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That... I am not pushing you around. I just... Thanks for the vote. Good. Now let's get... You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything...
На этом я буду заканчивать потихоньку. Как я сразу говорил, сегодня стрим будет совсем недолгим. Поэтому на этом все. Спасибо, если смотрели это. Всем удачи. Всем пока.